What's up, guys? Welcome to Chiefs Chat, and today we're doing the Chiefs versus Giants game recap. Okay, Monday Night Football. Okay, fantastic, environments, fantastic atmosphere. Arrowhead was absolutely packed. Okay, fantastic game, and we did get the win. 20-17 was the final score, and frankly, that's about the only good thing I can really say about the way the Chiefs played last night. Okay, overall, it wasn't looking good. It was tough. But frankly, what's important to me is that we're putting ourselves in a position to win. Last week, we weren't able to do that, getting absolutely crushed by the Titans. But this week, we were able to, despite, turning the ball over, despite making some mistakes, we were able to push through and persevere and put ourselves in a position to win the game, okay? And we were able to execute, okay? We were able to get the win, and that's what's important. If we can do that week in and week out, even against these difficult teams like the Packers and the Cowboys, if we can put ourselves in a position to win, then we have a very good shot at turning this season around. So we got to make sure that we're doing a good job, building some confidence and putting ourselves in a position to win, okay? Last week it just seemed like it was, just had kind of a snowball effect, We were getting crushed on defense, and then the rest of the team just decided to fall apart. I mean, it was not a Chiefs-esque game, it just wasn't. And frankly, neither was this game. It was different. It's something that we're not used to seeing as Chiefs fans. We're just not. It's very strange. The only good thing I can say about the way this team played was that the defense was able to step up. And frankly, that's not something I can say 9 times out of 10. Most of the time it's the offense that's making the big plays. But this week it was the defense, okay? By no means am I saying we're ready to compete against the Packers on defense. But we're taking a step in the right direction. We're building some confidence. We've got a lot of fantastic young linebackers. Willie Gay made a couple of great plays. Nick Bolton is continuing to, play outstanding at the middle linebacker position while Anthony Hitchens is hurt. He's doing a great job. And frankly, I think when Anthony Hitchens comes back, Nick Bolton should stay there. I mean, this guy is outperforming Anthony Hitchens. I mean, that's how fantastic he is. As a rookie, he's outperforming Anthony Hitchens. I think he needs to stay there when Anthony Hitchens comes back. If that means putting Anthony Hitchens on the bench, that's fine, man. He's not playing good. But Nick Bolton, number 54, he needs to stay on the field because he's showing us a lot. He's doing a great job, okay? Obviously, the only, hard part about our defense, the only struggling part of our defense is number 49. I think this guy needs to be cut, frankly. I hate to say it, Sorensen, but get off my team. You were good a couple of years ago. You weren't too bad last year, but this year, you are quite literally the worst safety in football. I hate to say it, I really do. I like Daniel Sorensen. He's made a couple of great plays. But this year, he's been absolutely garbage. And I want him off my team. I'm sorry, I hate to say it, but I want him off my team. I don't want to see number 49 in a Chiefs uniform anymore. I'm sorry, man. I'm really sorry. I hate to say it. But frankly, you're not doing a good job stopping the run. And it doesn't seem like you're ever really trying to anyway. You're dropping back into coverage. And when you do that, you get burned. So I'm sorry, Daniel Sorensen. I don't think you're going to be hearing this, but I hate you. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I don't hate you. But I despise the way that you're playing. Frankly, I think you're a great person. You're probably a fantastic guy. But I hate the way that you're playing football right now. It's tough to see. I hate it. But overall, man, I just think Daniel Sorensen, I think he needs to focus more on what he's good at. And what he's good at is being a hybrid linebacker kind of player. Not dropping back into coverage, but, kind of being that guy. I think he would be a perfect fit, playing against the Ravens, I think, as a hybrid linebacker kind of guy. Because we always need a guy sitting in there, watching, what Lamar Jackson is doing. I think Daniel Sorensen, I think the strength of his play is being able to hunt down those guys and make those, really, really good tackles. I think he's really good at bringing guys down in the open field. But he's not good at covering. He just can't do it. So I think we need to utilize him in a different way. And if we can't do that, then I just don't want him on my team. I'm sorry. I just don't. A conversation needs to be had with Daniel Sorensen. I could go on for days about the way that this guy's been playing. It's been so bad. It is ridiculously bad. And I like Daniel Sorensen. I think he's a great guy. I think he's a great player. But we are not utilizing him in the way that we should be. Juan Thornhill doesn't seem like he's on the field as much as he should be compared to Daniel Sorensen. It's ridiculous in my opinion. It's quite literally upsetting. But enough about the defense. I think we need to talk about the offense. Frankly, I don't know, man. I don't even know what to say. I'm not sure what's going on. You know, I'm sitting there watching this Chiefs offense trot onto the field expecting fireworks because we've got Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, and Patrick Mahomes. But we're just making dumb mistakes. You know, everything's just blowing up in our faces. You know, it's tough to really see. It just doesn't make sense to me as to what's going on, you know? The best way that I can really describe what's going on is like if you're going to a Drake concert, you know? You're sitting, you got front row seats, you know, you're getting ready to watch Drake perform right in front of you. I mean, you're getting pumped up, you're getting excited. I mean, this guy is arguably the best artist of our generation, and he's getting ready to perform right in front of you, okay? You're watching him walk onto the stage, you know, getting pumped up. You know, he's starting to warm up the vocal cords, getting ready to, you know, absolutely blow the top off the place. I mean, he's getting absolutely pumped up, okay? And then he starts singing and he sounds like a dying seal. You know, that's exactly what it feels like watching this Chiefs offense play football, you know? What's going on? On paper, we're the best offense in NFL history, but we're just failing, man. I'm not sure what's going on. It's frankly upsetting, okay? Interception, fumble, you know, stupid mistake. I mean, it's just, we can't seem to put it together. It's frustrating, it's upsetting, it's sad. We just can't seem to figure it out, okay? And I think the main reason for this is just lack of confidence. I just feel like we're losing it, man. I'm just not sure what's going on. I think we need to do something, you know, whatever it is. I mean, we just need to be smarter about the way we're playing football here, you know? I think, you know, the one thing that's kind of hurting us is, you know, consistency. This offense is extremely consistent, and we've been consistent over the past couple of years. Consistency can be a good thing, but it's, you know, also a bad thing sometimes. Because teams are starting to understand what this team does. You know, what exactly we do on offense to be successful. And frankly, what exactly is happening, you know, with our defensive line. Or I'm sorry, our offensive line. You know, what exactly is happening with that group of players? Because frankly, what I'm seeing on the field, okay, they're bringing four guys, and they're still getting through our offensive line. You know, the offensive line that we spent so much money on this offseason can't contain these four guys. I mean, they can't stop the front four. And then you've got 7 other players on that defense going back and guarding our receivers and tight ends. It's impossible to make something happen when that's the case. You know, when our offensive line can't contain the 4 players in front of them, and the other 7 guys on defense are guarding our players, it's just impossible to make anything happen. Okay? Patrick Mahomes is rolling out the pocket, trying to find something to do, you know, trying to find somewhere to throw the ball, and they've got 7 guys back there guarding our receivers and tight ends. It's impossible to do anything. I mean, it's crazy, but this is just what I see from this offense every single play, you know? I mean, I thought we had it figured out. You know, we spent so much money, we spent so much time trying to get this offensive line figured out. You know, frankly, I think it just needs to take time. We've got 3 really new guys. You know, we've got Joe Tooney, who's frankly probably the only really good player on this offensive line. And then we've got Orlando Brown, who's been kind of a disappointment. You know, we've got to figure it out. I just think we need time. I think we need to, you know, wait this thing out. I think we just need to get better. You know? I think, frankly, that's the case. And the one thing I think I really want to talk about, okay? You know, a lot of people are talking. A lot of people are curious as to what exactly is being said, you know, between Andy Reid, Eric Bieniemy, and Patrick Mahomes. Because we're seeing, you know, Patrick Mahomes step onto the field and make some questionable throws, make some questionable decisions, you know, making mistakes, you know, throwing interceptions. You know, he's already got 10 so far this year, which is quite a lot. So I think a lot of people are, you know, wondering, you know, what exactly is being said between Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. You know, I think a lot of people are suggesting that Andy Reid should be telling Patrick Mahomes to relax. You know, telling Patrick Mahomes to be more of a pocket passer, telling him to be more conservative. But I don't think that Andy Reid is doing that. And here's my opinion on the situation. If I'm Andy Reid, if I'm Eric Bieniemy, I do not care how many interceptions Patrick Mahomes throws. Patrick Mahomes is special because of his ability to get out of the pocket and make things happen. Okay? That's what makes him unique. That's what makes Patrick Mahomes Patrick Mahomes. His ability to get out of the pocket and turn nothing into something, okay? If you're going to limit him, you know, if you're going to tell him to be conservative, if you're going to tell him to stay in the pocket no matter what, that is taking away the one unique thing about Patrick Mahomes, and it's his ability to make things happen. You know? I don't care how many throws, you know, I don't care how many interceptions he throws. I don't care how many mistakes he makes. I think he needs to focus, you know, more on being the type of player that he is, you know, being the type of player that made him successful in the first place. He needs to stick to that, you know? And I think the offense needs to understand that, you know, despite the fact that we're struggling, We need to play like we've been playing. I don't think anything should change offensively, and I'm really hoping that it's not, you know? Really, really hoping that we're, sticking to the game plan and continuing to do what we've been doing, because it's been working. Aside from a couple of games this year, it's been working, so we need to stick to that. We need to let Patrick Mahomes do what he does. We can't be conservative. We just can't. I mean, we cannot limit this guy. We cannot tell Patrick Mahomes, hey, stay in the pocket, don't make mistakes, throw the ball, towards the sideline. Don't try and do anything fancy, because doing fancy things, doing these crazy things that no other quarterback in the league would do is what makes Patrick Mahomes special. We cannot tell him not to do that anymore, or this offense is not going to be special anymore. We cannot limit this guy. I don't care how many interceptions he throws. I don't care how many mistakes he makes. This is what makes our offense special, okay? We cannot stray away from what we've been doing over the past 3 seasons, okay? Because it's been working. Aside from a couple of games this year, it's been working, okay? We need to stick to it. We need to make sure that we're keeping this offense up to par. We need to make sure that we're staying confident. That's the most important thing for me. It looks like we're losing our confidence out there. It's heartbreaking to see, but that's what it looks like to me. So if I'm Patrick Mahomes, I'm doing whatever I want. When you're that talented, why not? Okay? When you've got Tyreek Hill on the field, why not? So that's all I gotta say. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Chiefs Chat, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace out.